Last time we saw him in the cage here in Dublin, extremely talented, just skillful, uses good footwork. I mean, there's been lots of the guys have talked about it from SBG on how quick and how fast and just explosive he is, and you're seeing it right now.
Beat Vitalik Melbarada by knockout in round 1 on his Bellator debut. He is so explosive. He said he wanted to show more of his grappling on debut, but was quite happy in the end he didn't have to. There's that explosive power. Right hook came back from Freitas. Oh, what a right hand that is from bulaid. He looked to finish it there with a flying knee. Really good shot that was.
Yeah, he threaded the needle right there with that little uppercut.
Freitas was certainly hurt by that.
Nice knees. Freitas did a nice job of breaking the balance there to kind of get rid of the clinch. Ooh, very nice. Both guys extremely talented on the feet. Bulaid just looks like he's a little bit faster and he's a little more precise with his strikes.
But there's danger there, certainly in those hands of Diego Freitas. Uppercut again there from bulaid.
He's finding a home for that.
Flicked out that left jab. Got to measure the distance. Ilias bulaid. See that right uppercut again went in from him.
He tried to hit that little sneaky up elbow. Just missed it.
Former coach of Diego Freitas, one of the great Portuguese kickboxers, Ronaldo Silva. Freitas does feel that he's from a very special team of what he describes as unknown fighters. To test his skill, though, against a talented, talked-about fighter in Ilias bulaid.
I mean, what we're really watching right here is a high-level kickboxing match with MMA gloves on. Neither person really looking to wrestle or get the takedown. Ooh, very nice how he turned the corner there and then was able to kick that back leg as he was fading away. Just missed with the head kick.
Yeah, it was a good idea, though, and the speed as well is blurring from bulaid.
Freitas did a good job of leaning back, trying to avoid it.
Yeah, Freitas has acquitted himself really well in this opening round. It's a good test, this, for Ilias bulaid. Freitas missed there with a big swinging, sweeping left hand.
Ooh, that was a nice little trip he tried to hit. Very nice.
Just for a second, it stopped being that kickboxing match with MMA gloves on.
That's what you'd like to see, though, on it, guys that only have one fight and making their pro debut in MMA. You'd like to see how they try to mix up their takedowns, if there's any of those type of things, foot sweeps, trips.
Looking to load up that right hand, bulaid. Connected that time.
A little up jab or uppercut.
Always looked like it's going to be a good contest, this one, and so it's proving. Side leg kick there from Ilias bulaid. Says he's been working hard at his Brazilian jiu-jitsu. Speed is always the key with him.
Nice job by Freitas on the counter on that one, though. I feel like they're so fast. Every time I get done explaining what they just did, they've already thrown 3 or 4 more combinations.
Yeah, it does have that feel, doesn't it? Look for that uppercut again there, bulaid.
He just tried to go to the body there, but then he finished with that leg kick. That was nice.
Many people I spoke to didn't think this would last even half of a round. We're going to get to the end of the first round here, unless something very dramatic happens. Bulaid hurt Freitas certainly in the early moments of Bulaid's piling on the pressure at the end of the round, but Freitas is tough, comes fighting back.
Very nice exchange on both guys.
Done well so far, this man.
Off the kick exchange from later in the round as well.
From him. I wonder if this is going to be one of those fights where both of their reputations come away enhanced here. There's a lot to like about Freitas. Bulaid then in the red gloves against Diego Freitas in the blue.
I mean, realistically, this is a win-win for all the fans that are here and for myself because I'm sitting front row.
Exactly.
It's a beautiful fight. I almost feel like I'm interrupting it with my conversation.
Never, Josh. Tremendous speed and technique from both of them here.
It was very nicely done.
Well, there's a left hand, great combination from Bulaid. That followed the right that he landed.
What he did was he waited for Freitas to throw the kick, and then he checked and then countered right away with a nice combination with the hands.
Just what he did in round one. His hand speed. Something else, Bulaid. It's blurring. Great combination to the body, and then a left uppercut to finish. Is he going to make Freitas unravel here in round two?
For those of you guys watching at home, the difference between this and a kickboxing match is the MMA gloves. Normally when you watch, they're wearing, like, say, anywhere between 8 to 10 ounce gloves in a kickboxing match, or even in boxing, pro boxing, depending on the weight class. They can still cover with their gloves because their gloves are so big. So both opponents or both fighters have on 8 and 10 ounce gloves. So when they hit, they can just kind of put their gloves up to block their face, their ears, their chin. But with MMA gloves, it's very hard to block and cover where you can just find spots and openings to get your gloves through because they're so small.
That's what can make fights just turn on a sixpence as well. Those 4 ounce gloves do damage very, very quickly. Hit there from Freitas this time.
Ja, dan afronden op de been. Hey, geef die jab in de loopkick naar die hoek. Hij staat er open voor. Nu. 1, 2, 1.
Some tempo, this great pace to this fight. Freitas said that this is a 50-50 fight. It looked that way in round one. Bulaid is just starting to take over a bit in round two. He's certainly looking the more dangerous.
Yeah, he's finding his mark for his kicks, his body shots. He hasn't landed really anything clean except for in the first round with that nice up right hand uppercut. I want to say uppercut, but it wasn't really an up jab. It was.
We all know what you mean. That's the main thing.
That was a nice straight right hand though by Freitas. Laid back to the body with the straight right himself.
I feel that the pace is going to start to tell on these two fighters. He's so smooth and slick to watch. He just has that little bit more variety than Freitas.
Both guys are phenomenal. You're watching world-class kickboxing right now in MMA gloves.
andere been. Jab, laat die lopen.
Unloading there, bulaid.
Hey, pak hem eens met die loopje. Rechter loopje laat zien. Ja, dan nu eerst die
You pay a fair bit to watch both of them. As you say, we've got a ringside seat.
Nice little overhand right by Freitas. Freitas has a little cut underneath that right eye. It's in a good spot, though.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's not going to go anywhere that affects him too much. Heading towards the end of round 2 here. It's overreached a bit there, Freitas, and bulaid with the left hand to finish.
And he's not inside leg kick.
Yep.
Easy pace tonight, and he promised a spectacular finish. He's given us the first of those 2. Freitas, born in Caracas in Venezuela, 15-month-old daughter, and he said it's about putting food on the table for his family, for her. These 2 are going to be very watchable as their MMA careers develop.
Nee, inleiden. Ontspan. Nee, 1, dan op die benen, dan op die benen. Juist, dat is hem.
Bulaid again starting with the kicks. You can see the redness on the outside of the left leg there of Freitas. Look at the power there from Bulaid. Just unloading those combinations. I wonder if he feels if he steps up the pace here, he can take Freitas out, but right hand from Freitas. Explosive action at the start of round 3. Another right hand landed there from Freitas.
Freitas finding his mark just a little bit.
Little flurries of punches and kicks from Bulaid.
It's going to be horrible for both these guys to walk tomorrow. That's all I can think about. They're going to have a hard time walking out of here. They're going to have a hard time walking for the next day or so.
You see the watching on television, the marks on that left leg of Freitas. That's where it's most evident.
I would like to explain to people at home that 1 or 2 of those leg kicks for the average person, they would be done walking probably for a week or so. And so the fact that these guys are taking as many as they're taking is so impressive. I mean, even top-notch fighters, you know, 3 or 4 good hard leg kicks, maybe even 4 or 5. Like that one right there. I mean, we've seen fighters just basically try to switch their stance, and just every time they get hit, they get sit to their butt. I mean, these 2 are really just taking it on the legs.
See it slowing Freitas up. By the way, when Josh describes that to us, see him wincing like a man who's taken a few of those over the years.
I can say, unfortunately, yes, I have.
And doled a few out as well, let's not forget. Final 2.5 minutes of the fight. Bulaid just that level above. Not much in it, but do you feel he's done enough to win the opening 2 rounds, and he's winning this 3rd as well. One of those vicious leg kicks.
Oh, shoot for the takedown.
Well, that took Bulaid by surprise.
He waited for the right opportunity to get it. I want to see now what he knows on the ground. Can he get the pass?
This one started to learn Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu at the start of the year, he said. Just playing around before then, so let's see.
Well, we haven't seen Bulaid's Jiu-Jitsu, so it might be more than Bulaid's.
6 weeks more. Bulaid manages to extricate himself. 80 seconds to go. It's been a real bonus fight, this one. But he's not messing around on the floor again, just tells him to get up. They've done their gyms proud, their families proud, and themselves proud here, these two. And you would certainly come back and see this again.
Nice combination right there by Freitas. Hit him with a nice little jab, and it came over the top of the right hand.
And either of them give us a grandstand finish here as we head into the final 30 seconds.
Off the kick, got him moving backwards, and then through the spinning back kick.
Been a really good learning fight this for both of them. Bulaid, I feel, is going to come out on top. Action right through until the end. Generous round of applause for both of them. We've said that before, but a little bit sharper, more accurate than tonight.
Excuse me? The jiu-jitsu, maybe not a whole lot of kickboxing background. The wrestling and jiu-jitsu and the defense to it all.
That's the last time. Just make sure that was nutty.
Just smiles and gets on with it.
Ladies and gentlemen, please show your appreciation for both fighters. They put on a great show for us. After 3 great rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards. All 3 judges scored about 30-27 in favor of your winner by unanimous decision, Ilias.